Let me go over what exactly you are going to learn in this course. So the course starts with the course overview where we talk about if there is any prerequisite. By the way, this is perfect course for total beginners as well as advanced users. So no prerequisite required other than basic knowledge of computer. In the introduction, we'll talk about how learning SQL can help you in your career. Then we will have a storytelling through this Peter Pandey character. So we have tried to make this course unique by incorporating some movie-like storytelling so that you don't get bored, because many times you buy courses online and then you live in between because too much technical things makes it boring. We have tried to address this problem by incorporating this most wanted data scientist in the world, Peter Pandey's character. In the third chapter, you will install MySQL. We'll talk about basic SQL queries, select where, the basic clauses that you need to use in any SQL query. We also have exercises. So after you have learned particular concept, you can work on these exercises and then you can click on download files and download my answer to verify if your answer is correct or not. Then we talk about how to retrieve data using multiple tables, where we'll obviously talk about very important concepts such as SQL joins, analytics on different tables, joining more than 2 tables, and so on. At the end of every chapter, we will have this multi-choice quiz as well. Then we will be covering subqueries, correlated subqueries, common table expression. These are very important concepts, and usually in the SQL interview, they will ask questions on this. So this will help you prepare for the SQL interview, as well as if you are using SQL on your job, this will give you the knowledge of all these cool and amazing concepts. In between, you will see Peter Pandey's videos, so that will be a little fun for you, and we'll walk you through the story, a life story of Peter Pandey, how he learns SQL queries and how he acquires a job. Now you can think of yourself as Peter Pandey. So Peter Pandey's character is mimicking your learning journey. Okay. So whatever subtle tips that we are giving, try to learn those. So these videos are not only fun, but they teach you few critical skills. Then from 7th chapter, we are moving on to our project. So we will introduce this imaginary company called Atlic Hardware, where let's say you are hired as a data analyst and then you are solving some data insight problems in that company. We have used 1.4 million record database. So this is a serious database, something that you will be using in the industry. And for the previous 6 chapters, we use a small data set, movies data set, so that you can learn the basic concepts easily. So that dataset is like a toy dataset, but this is the real serious database with millions of records. We'll cover all the important concepts such as ETL, data warehouse, data catalog, and on all of that, star schema, etc. We will use a project management technique called Kanban. Kanban and Scrum are 2 popular methods. So we are using Kanban for conducting our project. And then we move to the financial analytics part, where in Atlic Hardware, you will be doing financial analytics using SQL. We cover backlog grooming meeting, where business manager comes and asks you various questions, things like that. We cover obviously stored procedures, user defined functions, and as usual, we have exercises and quizzes. So I suggest you work on exercise and quizzes with utmost sincerity. We then cover performance improvement, database views, window functions, all those amazing concepts. And then we move on to even more advanced stuff such as trigger events, temporary tables, database indexes, and so on. And then in the end, we have a final quiz by completing which you will be able to earn a certificate. The videos which are marked with this green tag are free, so you can watch them without buying the course. Also, during the course, let's say if you have any question, then you can click on discuss on Discord link, and that will take you to the Discord server in this particular SQL course channel, where you can post your question. Now, generally, you should try to find answer of your question on your own, because that's a very important skill that will help you in the industry when cracking interview and getting successful in your job, it's a very, very important skill. So if for small and silly questions, if you're posting in this Discord server, I don't think that's a good idea. That is going to hurt you. So whenever you have question, just think with a calm mind how I can solve this question on my own. And if you are extremely stuck, then only ask the question. This particular feature that we are providing is extra bonus feature. You are realizing the course that you're buying is at such a extremely affordable price, and the Discord server support is totally a bonus feature. So do not expect that, okay, you're asking a question and okay, it will be resolved immediately. Although we try our best to answer most of the question within 24 hours. But the general, again, guideline, step number 1 is try to resolve that question on your own first. Take your time. Don't just impromptu post a question here, because that way you will build a very useful skill of, finding solutions of your own problem. And then you can post the question here. Okay, that's all I had in terms of course outline. Let's move on in the course now.